finally doing it, guys. Welcome to my setup tour of 2026. I'd like to start off with the camera I'm filming this video with. This is the Sony ZV-E10 and I'm pairing it with the Vutrox 30mm lens. It's a wide angle lens so you can see a lot of real estate in the background. Moving on to the light I'm using, I'm filming this using the Amaran P60X from Aperture. This is the only light I have as my main light, although the other lights was, it was too bulky for me, so I had to put it aside for bigger projects. In the background, we have this tube light. Forgot the brand, but it's not really expensive, about 70 bucks. And then we have our microphone. For now, I'm just using this microphone from DJI. It's called the DJI Mic Mini, and I'm using this to record this video because I have to move around a little bit. For streaming, I use this microphone from Maino. It's called the Maino PD400X. I'm using the XLR cable, but you could also use Type-C USB. It has a knob here you could increase, and I run my microphone through this sound card. It's called the Maino G1 Neocaster. It has a couple of knobs here. It has, what's this thing called? Sliders. You could slide the volume up. You could connect this to your phone and play music through it. There are a lot of things you could do here. For example, if you're streaming, you could add sound or sound effects here, which makes the stream more interesting. You get the point. So coupled with that is my webcam. This is my secondary camera, and if you have joined me on TikTok or YouTube while streaming, you notice that this is the camera you see down there. Now, this is by far one of the best webcams I've ever used. This is the Logitech Brio. It's 4K and the quality is amazing. Performs well under poor light. If you're just starting out streaming, I would highly recommend this. As you may know or may not know, I use two computers, so I have two mice. Oh my god. But I have two of these, one for the gaming computer and this for my normal streaming computer. Now, you could connect this to different computers, right? I mean, I could connect this to both, but always coming back here is a little bit stressful. That's why I have this gaming mouse. I use this for Call of Duty, but I switched from mouse and keyboard to controller. So this is just for work. It's great for editing. It's the Logitech MX Master 3. Yeah, that's what it's called. While this one is from Red Dragon. I forgot the actual model. Now, because I don't use this anymore, I switched to a controller, which I'll be talking about in a second. But this is the keyboard I use. It's a gaming keyboard from Red Dragon. It's called the K633 RGB Pro from Red Dragon. I don't really use mouse and keyboard for gaming. I switched to controller, the best, or one of the best. This is the Vader 5 Pro. I was using the 4 Pro earlier, but I don't think it's much of an upgrade because it's almost the same thing, if not the same thing. The only difference is a couple of extra buttons here, which you could map out to any other function. It has back paddles, it's okay. I mean, the controller didn't come like this. I had to, design it and put my own test in there. You get me? For my second controller, I use the Spark N5 controller. I use this mostly for story games, and I believe I've made a video about it, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. For my internet connection, I use two internets. One is the Starlink and the other is the Airtel Odoo. Now, I've been using the Airtel Odoo for just streaming because it has great upload speeds. On the other hand, for downloads and regular streaming, I use the Starlink because, Starlink is Starlink. For my headset, I use the Astro A50 Gen 5. This is hands down the best wireless headset I've ever used. It has an amazing sound design and I can connect it to multiple devices like my streaming and gaming PC at the same time. Another feature I love about the Astro A50 Gen 5 is the flip to mute microphone. So if you flip the mic like this, it mutes. Then if you flip it down, it unmutes. So that's a great feature for me. I also have these IEMs. I forgot the company I got it from. It has an amazing sound, so I use this when I want to listen to what I'm recording on my camera, or if I just want to get the sound direct from my capture card or monitor the sound coming out of my microphone. I also use it for gaming. You hear footsteps pretty well with this. As a streamer, you need a comfortable chair because you will most likely be sitting for hours while streaming. I initially had a gaming chair, but I had to switch it for an office chair because the gaming chair had stayed since 2022 and I needed to change it in 2025. I had to get this office mesh chair, and so far it has been pretty good. I've had someone with a lot of weight sit on it and it's still alive. Now we are getting to the most important parts of the video. I do have a capture card. As a streamer, you do need a capture card. I have two, one for my camera and one for my streams. For my stream, I do use the EasyCap 333 and it has been amazing because it can capture up to 4K 30 FPS, but I use only the 2K because it has 60 FPS. Now for the second capture card, this is just a generic capture card card which I use for my camera, because for you to get 4K or 1080 from your camera, you need a capture card. If you're using a dual PC setup, I would highly recommend you get a docking station. The docking station I use is the Lenovo ThinkPad docking station. I forgot the model, but it was a little bit pricey, and I mean, I'm not complaining because you could connect multiple monitors, internet, SD cards to it. I mean, it's really amazing. If you did not already know, I use a 2 PC setup, one for streaming and the other for gaming. Now for the streaming computer, I use the Lenovo Legion 5. It has the GPU of RTX 3060, Core i7 as the processor, and I think it's 16 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of SSD. That's for the storage. The screen is amazing. It's 2K and the refresh rate is 165 Hz. Like I said earlier, it was my original gaming PC till I got the custom one. To make my workflow easy, I'm extending this gaming laptop to an external monitor. This monitor is an LG 4K monitor. It's 32 inches. Here I get to read my charts and I get to see other things happening on the stream. It's really good, especially for video editing. Now moving on to the elephant in the room, we have our custom built gaming PC, which is a beast. It runs on the RTX 4070, has the Core i9 CPU. It has 64 gigabytes of RAM and 4 terabytes of storage, which is a little bit overkill, but as a creator, you need a lot of space because you'll be recording games, recording your stream, recording videos like this. For a gaming PC, you need a gaming monitor. For my gaming monitor, I have the HP X27i. It has a refresh rate of 144 Hz. It's a 2K monitor, so it's great for gaming and also video editing because of the color signs. It's also G-Sync enabled. I think that's all I have for now. Now, not forgetting my OG decks. Now, these decks, I don't know the exact brand because it's been long. I got this also in 2022. So you could adjust the height, but I somehow found a perfect height for my camera because the camera goes up and down. Oh my God, why am I doing this? Anyway, you could adjust the height. This is really strong because I could literally sit down on this without it breaking. The last thing, I have 2 monitor arms holding my monitor like this. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.